goes to a protest and brings a gun. I mean, was he not asking for some kind of trouble in that situation?
But as Secretary Noem said, no one who wants to be peaceful shows up at a protest with a firearm that is loaded with 2 full magazines. That is not a peaceful protest.
And I don't know of any peaceful protester that shows up with a gun and ammunition rather than a sign.
I'm sorry that this gentleman is dead, but he did bring a 9mm semi-automatic weapon with 2 cartridges to what was supposed to be a peaceful protest.
Peaceful protesters don't have 9mm weapons.
He wasn't there to peacefully protest. He was there to perpetuate violence.
I mean, as you know, he was an ICU nurse, worked for the Veterans Administration, and there's no evidence that he brandished the gun whatsoever. In fact, it appears
he brought
that he was disarmed before
he brought a gun. I've been to a protest.
Yeah.
Guess what? I didn't bring a gun. I brought a billboard.
You cannot bring a firearm loaded with multiple magazines to any sort of protest that you want. It's that simple. You don't have that right.
All right, little buddy. Let's sit down and have a little chat about the Second Amendment, because I see some people out here struggling with it like it's some kind of ancient treasure map written in pirate code. It's not. It's actually really simple once you stop overcomplicating it. So let's break it down in a way that even a kid could understand. What is the Second Amendment? Think of the Second Amendment like a rule in the giant rule book of America, also known as the Constitution. It's a special rule written a long time ago that says people, yes, regular people like you and me, have the right to own and carry guns. Now, here's exactly what it says. A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Wow, that's a lot of old school wording. But don't worry, I'm gonna make it super simple. This sentence has 2 parts, kind of like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The first part, the peanut butter, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. This part is just context. It's explaining why the right to own guns is important. Back in the 1700s, a militia was just a bunch of regular people who could grab their guns and defend their town if something bad happened. They weren't full-time soldiers, just normal folks who knew that if bad guys ever come, they couldn't wait for the government to come save them. Or the government was the bad guy. The second part, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Boom. That's the part that actually matters. Let's break it down. The right of the people, that means you and me, regular everyday people, not just soldiers, not just the government, but the people, to keep and bear arms. Keep means own and bear means carry. So regular people have the right to own and carry guns, shall not be infringed. That's just a fancy way of saying the government can't mess with this. It's not a suggestion, it's literally a command. It's not up for debate. It's a straight up rule. So let's put it all together, shall we? Regular people have the right to own and carry guns, and the government isn't allowed to take that right away. That's it. That's the whole point of the Second Amendment. Now, what about that word militia? See, some people get stuck on the word militia like it's some kind of cheat code that cancels out the rest of the amendment. If the Second Amendment only applied to militias, then why does it say the right of the people and not the right of the militia? And before you try to say, well, the militia today is the National Guard. No, it's not. That's not what the militia meant back then. A militia in the 1700s was just regular civilians who could defend themselves. And how did they defend themselves? With their own guns. The founders didn't say, hey, only the government should have weapons and you should just hope they show up in time. The right belongs to the people, not the government. That's the whole point. The Second Amendment isn't complicated. People just pretend it is so that they can justify taking away gun rights. It protects the rights of individual people, it guarantees you can own and carry a gun, and it says the government can't mess with that right. That is it. That's the whole thing. So, no more pretending like it's some big mystery. The right to own and carry guns belong to the people, and the government isn't allowed to take it away. Simple.